Hello beautiful people. Registration for Magical Mythical Makings is now open. I hope you will come and join us. Let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to do. We're going to be spending 6 weeks together. 5 weeks of those we're doing actual art, but we're having a break in the middle. I found on many of my courses that a week in the middle helps people catch up. So we'll have 3 weeks of lessons, then a week break, and another 2 weeks of lessons. So that in the middle of the course, people who are a bit behind can catch up. And also I do tend to post a lot of material usually, so it's probably needed for most people. 6 weeks, starting on the 17th of January 2011. Spending 6 weeks together. And the idea of this course is that we're going to be creating beautiful, magical, mythical creatures. Like, we're going to start off with the goddesses, then angels, then mermaids, and fairies and unicorns. I'm going to do fairies and unicorns in the same week together in one painting, because they kind of fit together. And each week we'll have a theme that goes with the particular mythical creature that we're creating. For instance, the goddess to me embodies power, empowerment and sensuality. So that will be the theme of that particular painting when we're creating that. The angel for me represents compassion and unconditional love. So that will be the theme of that week. Mermaid for me represents transformation and change and fluidity in the water. So that would be the theme. So we're going to work on we have a weekly theme, and we're going to really harness and embody that energy in our paintings. Now, technique-wise and material-wise, we're going to be looking at working on different services. So each week we'll be doing a different, we'll be working on a different type of service, such as canvas, watercolor paper, wood, and in the last week I want to create a wall hanging which will combine canvas and fabric, which will be brilliant. We're going to basically, we're going to create a wall hanging that we're going to stitch the canvas onto a really interesting quilted fabric. So that will be brilliant as well. Right, I will be covering the basics on a front-facing portrait and a 3/4 portrait, stylized, and will also that's the first 2 creatures, and the other 2 creatures will be more in a whimsy style. So we're going to cover the different styles when it comes to faces and the body shapes. The focus is not on the faces per se. It's going to incorporate, because we're going to incorporate bodies or upper torsos at least, and we're going to really kind of look at what to do with the bodies, how we can embellish those, and how we can make the bodies and the rest of the painting really interesting, with several mixed media techniques, layering techniques, and all these sort of things. Additionally, we'll be looking at some of the styles of the old masters, like Gustav Klimt, Alfonso Mucha, I pronounce his name. Maybe Chagall, I'm not entirely decided yet. Maybe some Brian Froud. And we're going to try and see and learn from their styles and their methods, and incorporate those into our paintings and see what we can learn from them. So there'll be a bit of art history or learning about the old masters as well in there. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to keep a goddess, angel, mermaid, fairy journal. And you'll get a weekly assignment for your journal each week as well, wherein the theme of the week, like I was describing earlier, you'll get a prompt, basically. You'll get a prompt each week, basically, which will be the theme of that particular lesson. Like with the goddess, it'll be empowerment and sensuality, and connect that to incidences in your life, and then embody that into your art journal. And I'll be giving examples. Won't necessarily go into full-blown lessons on that, but this is an underlying project as well, or an underlying activity that we'll be doing as well, which will help with practicing your figures and your faces and your techniques. And also it will help with just a bit of grounding and connecting with stuff that goes on in your life. It's not a major healing theme as such, but it's likely going to have a healing effect. When you join the course, you'll get access to all the PDFs, all the videos, and you're able to download them to your machine so they're yours to keep forever. And I'll be available to give you feedback, which I do in a really in-depth, comprehensive way. I use Photoshop to make adjustments to your painting, so you can really see how you could change, or how you could maybe make your painting in such a way that it makes you happier. My style of feedback giving is very gentle. You'll get access to the group on Ning, and you'll be able to connect with all the other students. You'll be able to see what their work is all about, and you'll be able to see what feedback I give them, which is usually really useful for most people. Most people love seeing the changes I make to other people's paintings because it's really helpful for them to see. And what else? Oh yeah, we'll be doing weekly chats, so you can then ask me questions directly, or we can just chat a bit. So it's going to be, well, I am thinking fabulous! So the course is going to be really comprehensive. Will contain a load of materials, lots of videos, lots of PDF. Okay, so I hope many of you will join me on this course. I am very excited about it. It's a huge course, huge task, huge project. I'm very loving it though. I've started preparing it and started my painting. I'm digressing. Please come and join me on this course. 6 weeks of being together, 5 weeks of in-depth lessons, lots of videos, lots of PDFs, lots of connecting, lots of get-togetherness, lots of maybe friends to be made, lots of other students, lots of inspiration. You'll be inspired to create all these beautiful mythical creatures, inspired to connect with the theme of the week, and hopefully, there'll be lots of love and connection and growing and creating, most importantly. Yes, and I hope you'll all join me. Hope to see you all on my Ning site. Registration is now open. You can sign up. We're starting on the 17th of January, and after that, once the course is finished, a DVD as usual will be available to buy if you can't join the course. So don't despair. Don't despair. All right, beautiful people. Hope to see you on the course.